results until they came here in the opening phases of this game. But as I said, Ben, Season 2 Premier League without Sen, and then, you know, it takes a few months and you're kind of like, where is Sen? Well, Sen left it to no discussion that he is a player that deserves to be in Premier League. Is he going to do something funky? No, he's not. And he played the Challenger bracket stage of Season 2, and he's just like, hey, I want to be back in Premier because that's where the big bucks are, and that's when you are in the spotlight. He 2-0'd Vibe, 2-0 Hawk, 2-0 Crank. Once more, by the way, only Zergs and Protosses. Like, it's like almost like the devil has been playing with it. And here we go, Sen is back in Premier League. He's going to go up against HwangSin, who was in Premier League last season, and he actually put up a really good show. He lost 2-1 to Violet, then he defeated the Chinese Protoss player Top 2-1, and then he lost against Violet again 2-1. Also, only PVZ. This is like ridiculous. It's like some sort of, you know, the devil is playing with us. But yeah, he was close. He put up a really good show. Fell to Challenger, but he came back after defeating Hello Kitty, losing to Revival, but then he was able to defeat Puck. Only PVZs. Like, how bizarre is this? But it is true, Ben. I'm not making it up.
Interesting. Quite the conspiracy theory you have going there, Kev.
Yep.
Yes, it looks like you have crashed,
no,
so we can
not
hop
at all.
over. No?
I just had to close the PC module. I have no idea what that was, but you know, it's all part of the game.
Oh, well, now Roddy's back.
Not with a brand new rep.
Apologies for that, folks. Sometimes the computers are just like, nope, sorry.
We make as you guys know, there were a few times that the PCs perhaps were not looking that smooth, so we worked on it. We gave it a fresh install, or even got a brand new PC. I don't know what happened, but you know, every now and then we have a new PC, crazy pop-ups appear. It's all part, you know, man. Progress is a slow process. Some hiccups here and there, but in the end, Ben, we get there. Sen is going crazy. He's not going as crazy as I thought he was going to be.
This
but
is Nesty style.
This is different style of crazy. So it's hatch first in his natural. Another hatch on the other side of the map.
3 hatch before spawning pool is not unheard of.
Eventually, Sen, you probably do want to drop a spawning pool in your main base. And then we just see him dropping the pool and the gas. And I'm very curious to see how HwangSin is going to deal with this. We saw Nessie do this twice against Jim. And Jim was like, cool, 3 wins. Because Jim won both games in like 7 minutes. First game was just like a crazy gateway push.
Stalker
Did he cancel
first.
the Zealot?
Yeah.
Oh my god. He was building a Zealot though.
Well, he is not anymore. And now we have a Stalker on the way. And that is going to delay this expansion substantially.
Am I hallucinating now, Ben, or was he building a Zealot?
I can't say that I saw a Zealot in the production tab. What I can say is that there's not a Zealot on the map. So,
useful as always.
Well, you know, it's what I'm here for.
Either way, no Zealot's going to make this a little rougher. As you see, HwangSin is going to lose quite a bit of mining time, but he will probably force this hatch from coming up. I can only imagine that Sen is indeed going to cancel it. There's almost no sense in letting it finish other than like the additional 30 seconds of creep that you get over there. Okay.
No. Oh. Okay. Well, you know what he can also do? He can make it like an egg, and that might block the Nexus even more.
I mean, it takes a little while for all this creep to be done. But still, is it really, you know, 275 resources is a pretty big commitment.
I think HwangSin probably lost that much when he pulled all those probes, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so. But he would have lost that regardless.
That's true.
Like that hatch finishing not. And you know what I think what HwangSin is going to do right now, Ben? I think he's just going to go...
he's definitely going to apply some 3-gate pressure. He's got a sentry out,
That's what I thought, but Ben, now I look, and he's just starting warp gate technology right now. So he could have done that way quicker. I can only imagine that this was definitely a mistake for HwangSin, because he had a Stalker out. He had all the time that Stalker was out, then he had a sentry out, and by the time that Stalker and sentry popped, he started warp gate technology, and I can only imagine that was a really big mistake.
Well, this Stalker will not deny Sin's third base. It will scout it, though. Zergling speed on the way, as well as about 10 lings, Kev. So, oh no, more than just 10. 18 lings on the production tab for Sin. So he's going to follow this up with some speedling aggression.
And we know what Sen can do with speedlings, because we actually casted the games that Sen played against Hawk in Challenger League. And they had this ridiculous game on Newkirk City Precinct. If you guys haven't seen that game yet, you should really watch it. Because Sen made Zerglings look like Ultras.
He sure did. And we're about to have a lot of Zerglings making this Stalker feel like he's fighting against Ultras.
I'm having a really hard time imagining where this is going to end well for HwangSin.
He's putting up pylons around the map, so he's going to try to apply some kind of gateway pressure, I suppose. But I mean, this is just one sentry, Kev. He might even be able to break these gateways down.
Very quick force field going down. 2 additional sentries will spawn, so there will be quite a bit of DPS. You know, sentries don't have that much DPS. We know normally warp gate technology should be done already. right now it will finally finish up. Just drones on the way. More gateways going down. Pretty obvious spot as well. Sen is on 35 drones right now. He's not overdoing it. Roach 1 going down as well. Additional extractors going down in the natural. So he's going to go up to 3 gases, at least for now.
Really interesting, strange game. Not a normal game at all. We see a 3-base Zerg who's still relatively low economy because he's been committing so much resources to things that aren't drones.
But this little link, man, is a very, 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 very important link.
Marco Polo. Marco Polo. There's the probe.
Well,
he gets spotted.
That probe is not very happy right now. And HwangSin, the only thing that he kind of had going for him in this game is now working against him as well. He's going to go up to a grand total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gates. That's a crazy amount of sentries. Force fields can be really good, but I do feel that if Sen does this properly, he's on 44 drones. It may not seem very much, but you can make a ridiculous amount of roaches and links off 44 drones.
This is never going to work, man. HwangSin's walled himself in.
He's got force fields. Force fields are still force fields.
He's got 1 probe, so like this little probe has the most important job in the world.
Yep. You know, if you do this with a warp prism as well, then it's a lot easier. You don't have to worry about those pylons going down. Here's the first pylon, but by the time that HwangSin can really push the issue, we're like a minute further almost.
Yeah, you're going to have nearly 20 roaches out on the map. There's 9 already, soon to be 12. Now, Sen is droning behind this, so that could...
Sen? You just made 7 drones when you see all these sentries moving out, and you know that your opponent... no, he didn't see the additional pylon going down, but... Okay, this is...
So this complicates it a little bit, but still, a spine crawler is going to help out a ton.
Still, though, time warp is going to help a little bit. First force fields are pretty good. He has to be really careful. He can't let too many roaches squeeze through.
This is a great initial engagement for HwangSin, in fact.
But he's losing 2 sentries already. Every sentry counts. 3rd sentry might go down.
More force fields are going to go down. Spine Crawler is going to continue to do work. The last of the sentries. There's 1 sentry with energy left. But I feel like HwangSin's actually killed enough units that this attack might begin to work.
The thing is, the reinforcements for Sen are going to be sick. As long as Sen keeps up with his injects, we know that he can do it. I think he might still be fine. Roaches can be extremely good. This 1 Spine Crawler complicates things a little bit, like you mentioned before.
Even Roach
speed is on the way. 14 additional Zerglings as well. There are not that many Zealots in this mix. But right now, this is a tricky moment for Sen.
This is a good-looking engagement here for HwangSin. A new time warp's going to go down. The Spine Crawler's only hitting a couple of Zealots at a time.
That's a really good force field as well, trapping these roaches.
And HwangSin, 80 supply against 92. Sen's next real wave of reinforcements is going to determine what happens here. The Mothership Core falls. Not that big of a deal as it used all of its energy. Queen's going to go down, so now Sen is going to be forced to pull drones. There are 18 lings and 4 roaches about to hatch. I don't know if that's going to be enough, though, Kev.
I don't think so, actually, on this moment at least. But Sam is still going to have a little bit of time to regroup himself. He lost quite a bit. He's still ahead in workers, though. He doesn't want to lose his hatchery because he needs the production. He's waiting for those units to hatch, and here he goes. And this actually looks sort of... I thought he could have taken the fight there. With Brootlings, with Zerglings, with all those roaches. He has 9 more roaches on the way. It's still not over. I still actually believe that Sen might be able to hold this.
It's going to be close. He may have to pull drones once more. We'll see. There's a lot of very low health stalkers, and that could be the key here as the roach count is very high, and HwangSin's stalkers melting now.
Yeah, HwangSin underestimating that little army a little bit, just moving in while he's actually going to lose that fight. A couple of Zealots will stream in. 7 more roaches on the way. It's still 44 drones against 38 probes. Sen still has a better economy. Yes, he lost the base, but he should be able to clean this up.
I think he is going to be just fine now. HwangSin overextending, losing too many units, and Sen finally musters a pretty good hold. And HwangSin's going to tap out. GG gets called. Sen will take game number 1.
Doing a good job keeping up with the injects and eventually being able